The question is, what does Jesus mean to me? When I was in elementary school, I went to a church that was around the corner from where I used to live, and they taught about, of course, Jesus and our Heavenly Father. But to me, I wanted to prove to myself there was a God. And so I talked about my little fish story. And the little story was about, I had a little goldfish, and one day he was upside down in the aquarium that I had for him, and he was gasping for air. So when I went to bed that night, I said to myself, God, if you'd heal my fish, I would appreciate it. Something like that. And I did, got back up the next day. He's alive and well and swimming around. And then I said to him, well, that's interesting. Several weeks later, there he was again, upside down in the fishbowl, and again, gasping for air, but I told him I will not pray for him at this time. And so when I got up the next morning, he was dead. And so to myself, I knew that from that experience that there was a God and a Jesus. But it took me 23 or so years later before I actually became a Christian. And then one day, after I was a Christian, God sent a messenger to me. And this, back in I'll call it the old days, we didn't have computers or cell phones. And what we did, you had to go find out. If you're going to do research, you had to go down to a library. So I took one Saturday morning and went down to the San Diego Public Library. We lived in San Diego at that time. And as I was standing on the corner, there another gentleman came up beside me, and then a little further away was another lady came up. And while we're standing there waiting for that light to change, the heard a voice standing behind me, and it said, "Today you will know the truth, or you'll find out the truth." I can't remember just exactly how it went. And as I heard that voice, I turned around to see who was standing, and there was a gentleman standing there in tan pants, light yellow shirt. But what was strange was the glasses he had on. I really had to strain to look into his eyes through those colored shades that he had on at that time. And out of my peripheral view, the light had changed, and I see the people moving away. And as I turned around to walk across the street, you should have seen the look on the woman's face because she was startled. I can still remember that face, whether she thought I was crazy or what, I'm not sure. But as I crossed the street, I stopped about halfway across, turned back, and this gentleman is walking, or messenger is walking to the south on the sidewalk. And then when I reached the corner, turned around, he was gone. But what does Jesus mean to me this day? He means everything to me. And as I think about this time in my life, I look forward to the day that I can see and bow down face to face to Jesus and thank him for the life he has given me.